What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another podcast episode. And the college football playoff national championship is 1 hour away from kickoff, as the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 14-1, take on my and the Ohio State Buckeyes. The one and only Ohio State Buckeyes are taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We are live in Indianapolis. And we are live in Atlanta, Georgia, home of where Martin Luther King was born. He was a great man, by the way, and we celebrate his legacy by watching these two traditional Goliaths battle for a national championship crown. I'm going to be hanging out with all the Buckeye fans possible, as well as going to this game personally and attending. Ohio State and Notre Dame have had very different roads to get here, and let's look at Ohio State, its journey first. Starting up with their first round game, they throttled Tennessee 42-17. They did the same thing just a week later to Oregon, 41-21. Which, by the way, I was also there when Ohio State beat the crap out of Oregon. I was partying with all the Buckeye fans, and oh my God, it was a great time. And now they made it the Cotton Bowl and defeated Texas 28-14. So, there you have it, folks. Ohio State has beat Tennessee, Oregon, and Texas to get here. Now they're playing Notre Dame for the national championship. Now, let's look at the Fighting Irish. Let's see how they got here. As you can see, Notre Dame has had a lot tougher road to get here. The Fighting Irish have defeated Indiana, which is not that bad out of a team because their strength of schedule is pretty terrible. But then they made the Sugar Bowl against Georgia, and they beat Georgia. And in the Orange Bowl game, they defeated Penn State 27-24. And they defeated Georgia in the Sugar Bowl 23-10. And now, all roads lead to this. Ohio State and Notre Dame. I'm going to give you my score prediction for this game. And I think the winner of the national championship, you already know who I got, guys. I got Ohio State beating the crap out of Notre Dame in 58-20. I think Will Howard, Emeka Egbuka, Travion Henderson, and Quinshon Junkins are just going to be too much for Riley Leonard, Jeremiah Smith, and that Notre Dame offense. That Notre Dame defense is really elite, but the Buckeye defense is ranked number 1 in the nation. I think this Ohio State team is just too much to handle for Notre Dame. Will be just too much to handle. And they barely squeaked by Penn State. Just 11 days ago. 11 days ago, Notre Dame barely squeaked by Penn State in the last second game-winning field goal, while Ohio State has been dominating in the playoffs. I think that's the difference maker for this matchup. I'm at the field right now, and right behind me are two analysts who are legends, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. If these two guys are going to be calling this game personally, and I'm going to be in attendance watching this game, and Ohio State is ready for action, but so is Notre Dame. 3.5 hours from now, we will be crowning a new college football champion. I just think that this defense is just going to be too much. I just think Ohio State's just going to be a little too much for Notre Dame. But we will see, because as these two traditional titans, Ohio State and Notre Dame, are just 1 hour away from kickoff. And we will see who will take everything home with them. Will Ohio State finish the journey that they started off with? Will Ohio State continue their dominance in the playoffs? Or will Notre Dame, who has been on a mission ever since they lost to Northern Illinois, stop the Buckeyes in their tracks? Will the Fighting Irish stop Ohio State in their tracks? Or will the Buckeye just prove to be too much to handle for this dangerous Notre Dame team? We will find out. We will not find this in the final outcome out until the final whistle blows. So until then, stay tuned.